Basically what they attempt to do is send 10 students in a group to a university, and so that they all work together as a kind of support system and keep each other in college, keep each other interested.
It's a full tuition scholarship to top universities, but there's the added bonus of having your posse with you, and your posse is just a group of 9 other kids, and you all go to the same school together, and you're generally just supposed to support each other through whatever challenges may come up.
The Posse program, what makes it unique is that they don't just look at your academics, they look at all that you've done in your high school, like what clubs you've been, and also outside of high school.
It helps me financially because it pays full tuition, and then it just helps me with like preparing for college because they do the PCT, and then it also helps me find a place where I can belong already before I go to college, instead of like scrambling where do I belong and finding who I am.
The Posse Scholarship gives students who are maybe not as high academically, like with the SAT scores, ACT scores. They give the students who shine in other areas such as leadership qualities or in qualities that are overlooked by college, regular college admissions, and they give those students a chance to excel at these colleges.
When I found out that I was a bar finalist, I got to learn more about it, and then what I wanted to major was in chemistry, and then it turns out they have like a chemical engineering program there, so I was like, oh cool, you know, and then Bard, what's not to like about Bard?
I chose Tulane University in New Orleans. I wish to go into the medical field and maybe become a doctor later on.
I guess first settle down and see the campus and see what everything is like. I mean, I have a picture of what it might be in college, but you know, I just want to go there and see what college is, and then after that I'll think about it.
I'm probably gonna major in psychology, although depending on how the course load is, I might double major in economics or business.
Well, my posse, which is Posse 2 New Orleans, is attending Tulane University next year, and I'm planning on majoring in physics and then going on after my undergraduate and attending medical school and hopefully becoming an anesthesiologist after that.
Yeah, first there was an application, and then there was 3 interviews. And then the first one was a group interview, and I was like, man, a group interview? How am I supposed to stand out? That's like really hard, and just like a lot of people. And so the first group interview was like really crazy. They're like, oh, pretend to walk like you're made of Jello. So we're like walking like we're made of Jello. And then they did stuff with Legos, make us like build stuff with Legos. And we were like, well, like, how do you judge someone on like Legos and walking like Jello? And but that was like the first interview. I was like, how do you stand out? But so later on, then they called me, and then the second interview was like a 2-on-1. So it was like 2 posse trainers and me, and we just like talked about like academics, what you could bring to posse, and why posse, and stuff like that.
I was probably chosen because I think I do particularly well in school, so they're looking for, once again, leaders, people that will step up and continue to do well in school, but also in terms of extracurriculars. They want people that will give something back to the college, because the college is giving us several $100,000. So I've been captain and commander of numerous clubs in my time at high school, so I think that the people at Posse know that I'm going to continue that string of leadership throughout my college years.
I'm not really sure why I was chosen out of 579 nominations, but I'm thankful that I was. I can't really say that I know why, but maybe it's just my personality, I think. Might have been the reason why I was chosen.
I do pretty well in school, and I've also held a lot of officer positions in all the clubs that I am in high school, and I guess mostly it's because I am proud of who I am. I know what my identity is, and I guess they really like that about me.
Well, I have a great academic career record as of now. I'd like to think that I'm a good leader. I have a lot of leadership positions. I'm engaged in a lot of extracurricular activities, really important for the college process in general. And I'd like to think that I did well in my interview.
At that time, I was in church attending Mass, and I looked at the time in church, and it was 8:11. And when I came out and I checked my phone call, I had a missed call at 8:11. So I called back, and there was no answer. But then there was a phone line that said, "This is Monica Sylvan, the director." So I was like, "Why did they call me back so early?" So I gave him a call back, and the Tulane undergraduate president, I think, he picked up and he was like, "You got the scholarship," and we were screaming in the car. We were so happy, and my parents were really happy that such a burden was lifted from their chest to my chest as well. So yeah, we were ecstatic that we got the scholarship.
So y'all were screaming in church?
Yes, no, in the car ride home, not in church, not in church.
It was a surprise. I just got a phone call, I believe, and wasn't really expecting to win it. I thought I had done okay in the previous rounds, but not well enough to actually win. So more than anything, I was caught off guard. I was happy though.
Well, my mom got the phone call, and I was actually on the computer doing practicing for my ACT. And well, my mom came up and told me that there's a phone call for you, and I'm just thinking, who could this be at 11 o'clock? And I answered, and they said that I've been chosen for the posse, and I was just shocked. Like, I was like, I can't believe I've been chosen. And I was just saying thank you and thank you over and over again. And my mom was on the side jumping up and down and like excited. It was a really, really wonderful experience.
It's like 10 o'clock the night of that we had it, and I was just sleeping because, you know, I just had to sleep early for school, and I get this phone call, and it says Posse, because I see the number, and I'm like, hello, and they're like, hey twin, how was the interview? I was like, oh, it was cool, it's like the first interview but more serious, and they're like, oh, cool. Well, guess what? Oh, congratulations! You're a Bard Scholar. I was like, and I was like hyperventilating, and then like my dad hears me, and he's like, what's wrong? You have a nightmare? And I'm like, no, I got a scholarship. And then he's like, what? I'm like, the scholarship. And he's like, oh, and then I got sad, and I was like, oh wait, that means I'm moving, and then but he's like, oh, good job. My mom was like, no, you're not going, because she wants me to stay home. And so that's what happened. Work hard, Posse's awesome, and just work hard, seriously.
I would like to say thank you to Posse for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I'd like to say thank you to Tulane for giving out the scholarships. I want to thank the Posse facility and my parents.
I guess I'd say, like, to the people who are having trouble paying for college, there are a lot of scholarships out there, and a lot of people will try and help you if you're a good student, if you're motivated. You don't even have to have like really, really good grades. You just need to know who you are, be a motivated person, be a hard worker, and scholarships, people out there will find you and give you the money to go to college.
Any other prospective Posse winners for the next year, just be sure that they know what the Posse Scholarship entails. It is early decision, so